Gary, I'd like to point out our research shows that about half of the market spending on these sites is not receiving a positive ROI. And that number is diluting because of their traffic.
Say that again, say it slowly.
Half of agents spending money on search portals are not getting a positive return on their ROI.
Did you hear what he said? Now remember, we do the research that Zillow and Trulia either do and don't tell you or don't care. And it's called rate of return. It's called return on investment. It's called, I spent $1, I need to get $1 back. Now say again what you just said.
Half of agents spending on the search portals aren't getting a positive ROI.
Yeah.
Some are.
So by the way, so half of them are.
Right, half of them are, and half of them are not. But with traffic growth, what we're seeing is people are paying more for impressions, but they're not qualified leads, so they're not actually increasing the number of home buyers. So the ROI is diluting.
Yeah, the internet's awesome. To think that, for anyone even to sit there and think the internet is anything other than amazing is just an idiot. The internet's awesome. And the changes it's brought to our lives is amazing, okay? At the end of the day, it's not the pathway to being the most successful real estate agent. It's a great pathway to being average, though, right? Keller Williams, and many of you don't know this, but at the time that Zip Realty was selling themselves, we were one of the few firms that they called upon to see if we wanted to buy or invest. And the reason why that didn't happen with Keller Williams is because we have a basic philosophy that if it's your listing, it's your lead. And we also have a basic philosophy that says, yeah, absolutely. Well, the reason all of you didn't clap is that some of you are freaking out to lunch. Well, I'm not kidding. Well, hang on, let me explain why you're out to lunch. Because of all the search portals, Mary, all the real estate companies, of all the main competitors, how many real estate companies cut a deal with those portals that if the lead, if it was a listing, the agent whose listing it was got the lead? How many of our competitors cut that deal with them? Say it louder.
All but us.
Yell that into Brad Inman's ear real loud. There's only one real estate company on the planet that went to the portals and said, look, damn it, it's our agents' listings, it's their leads. And we're not... Okay. Now see, Richard Smith of Reology doesn't think that matters because he's playing the broker game. He doesn't think that matters. So they bought Zip Realty and they've announced that they're going to charge 25 to 35% for the leads. Now don't all rush to join Reology and go broke, but if you want to, go ahead. Okay? That little story right there explains to you why Keller Williams exists. My argument all along was, in order for, if it's to be, it's up to me, why not me? At the end of the day, if you can become the largest sales force in America and continue to maintain that position, what happens to your ability to influence in the world? What happens? Exactly. You have literally voted for the way you want the industry to go by how you associate. Okay. News Corp, there's no news there. I mean, what's the big deal? NAR sold us out a long time ago. The thing that drives you absolutely crazy is a trade association is not supposed to be in your business, okay? And NAR, for some reason, had so much money because they overcharge us that they felt the need to go out and do something stupid, okay? And the stupid thing is today, you don't even own the name Realtor.com. Rupert Murdoch owns your name, and you can't get it back. I've been trying to think of a new word. We're going to call ourselves Ziblax, and that's the new word for professional real estate agents. And we're going to boycott the name Realtor from now on and let him have it. I'm kidding, but well, I may not be kidding. Well, I mean, you can only go so far with that kind of BS decision making, right? At the end of the day, though, these are search portals, and remember, these are companies who at the end of the day, they make their money mainly by the valuation of their stock. And it would mess them up to try to get involved in any way in disintermediating you. Do you understand that? By the way, all the companies that you know about today do not threaten you. It's the companies you haven't heard of yet. And it's the $500 million of venture capital that is being poured into technology that you should be concerned about. At the end of the day, it's your data. Every day, real estate agents wake up and they go and they do their work and they put the real estate up for sale. And you have a choice about where you put it. And that's the fight of the industry, and that's it. As long as you have the right to your work product, you're okay. The second that an MLS or NAR or anybody else decides that you can't decide on your own if you want Realtor.com to have it, or Trulia to have it, or Zillow, then you've lost control of the industry. As long as it's your decision, we're good. Right? So I want you to think about it this way. Here's the challenge with search portals. If you think about lead generation is a big funnel, right? And you're out there doing all of your jobs to generate leads that create sales. What you need to realize is that the real estate portal's goal is to get in front of all of your lead generation, right? And we're going to see that in the NAR statistics in just a short while. That their job is to make sure that everybody starts their information search on the internet. Well, we should. I do. I don't know about you. I start everything that way. The biggest challenge to Google, however, are apps, right? And definitely mobile apps. That's the biggest challenge. We'll talk about that in a second. But what's interesting is that you need to realize they want to get in front and then sell the lead to you. So here's the question. What gets in front of that? You do. See, the one thing that a national organization can't do is it can't go knock on a door. What it can't do is send out a piece of mail that has a message that calls for an immediate response that's worth responding to. You understand that the only reason this exists is because every day 1 million real estate agents don't get up and go to work. If you got up and went out and, okay. I'm judging by that clap that about 20% work. The other 80% said, what the hell are they clapping about? Wake up. Wake up. One of the greatest things, when I got in the real estate industry, and I'm 21 years old, I looked up, and my greatest fear was that everybody had a realtor already. You know, and I said, how am I going to generate leads? How am I going to find buyers and sellers that would want to work with me? And to my great delight, I discovered that real estate agents don't work. That they don't lead generate, they don't stay in contact, they don't build long-term relationships. Now, the successful ones do, but everyone else doesn't. The reason that portals exist is because of all the others that don't do that. The portals don't really have any impact. They really don't. When we spend all of our days interviewing the top people on the planet, and what we know for a fact is that they're way out in front of here. They're so out in front on this that the portal is an asset. They don't see it as a threat. They see it as an asset. They see it as a positive thing that they can use when they need to. They're totally okay with it. But they're out in front of it, and they're making the decision how much the portal actually impacts their business. Okay? If you don't have any other plans, when you leave here, go to Disney World for a day and relax, and get home, and then get up every day, and for about 3 or 4 hours, go knock on doors. Go meet people, go talk to people, and build relationships. Because people want relationships. They want trusted people.